Okay, that's it. We're back.
Here we go.
Another week under the belt. So excited. Welcome to this week's edition of Deals Revealed, the top restaurant news. We're covering it all. Sales, listing, franchise opportunities at We Sell Restaurants. Welcome. I'm Robin Gagnon, and we are with We Sell Restaurants, the nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm.
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Rob Morrison. We are excited to bring you the biggest news of the week. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or even join our brand as a franchisee, this is absolutely the place to be.
Oh, we are going to cover the restaurant news, sales, new listings hitting the market. Favorite part for our listeners, I think, tips on those interested on knowing what's going on in the world of business brokerage. How do we act as a buyer or seller? We'll also answer the questions live, so drop those in the comments. You can also post them on our social media channels for follow-up.
Absolutely. If you're watching live, please say hello. And if you're tuning in and watching a replay, that's wonderful too. Just type replay in the comments section to let us know that you stopped by.
All right, let's get started. What is happening in the restaurant marketplace? Here are the top insights of the week. You know, as well as I do, Rob, this industry never stands still, and this week proves it. We're seeing increases in sales industry-wide. Three big headlines. We're talking smaller portions, lower prices making a comeback. Chick-fil-A, so interesting, new beverage-forward concept, Daybright, and encouraging signs for morning meals returning. These all tell a story about where the industry is heading right now. So let's start with the industry news. The big takeaway, sales year over year up 6.5% in August, sixth straight month of gains above 6%.
Wow.
Customers are getting out there. They're going to restaurant, and that's a great headline. Share some others.
Okay, well, you just mentioned something, smaller portions and lower prices. So this tactic is no longer just about cutting costs. It's about staying relevant in an inflation-sensitive market.
Okay, can I interject here? Because
Sure.
I think it's more than just the inflation-sensitive market. I think it's all those people on those weight loss shots that want smaller portions too. That's just my insight. But.
Sure, that's smart. And so guests want that reward, but they don't want the waste. It means lighter portions that don't feel like you've skimped and prices that don't make people think twice about going out to eat. Take Olive Garden, for example. They're already testing smaller entree versions in about 40% of their locations right now. Same experience, the soup, the salad, the breadsticks.
Oh, we love that.
Right. More budget friendly though. It's a balancing act. You want to cheapen, you don't want to cheapen your brand, but you do want a menu that is affordable so people stay put, right?
Absolutely.
The customers keep coming. For operators and buyers, it means look at the cost of goods, evaluate portion sizes, and test value tier menu items. These can pull in repeat guests who might otherwise trade down or skip eating out altogether. That's when the budgets are tight. Got to make these decisions.
Yeah, and that's a big win. And I'd say that leads into our second major insight, and that's beverage first innovation, especially what Chick-fil-A is up to. Their new concept, Daybright, was developed by their innovation arm, which they call Red Wagon Ventures.
Okay.
And this is a standalone beverage-focused restaurant slated to open up in all places, Hiram, Georgia. So here's what we know. No Chick-fil-A chicken, no core menu items. I'm talking no waffle fries. It will specialize in specialty drink, cold-pressed juices, smoothies, and light food. And the idea is clear. Tap into that high-margin beverage kind of market, ride the growing demand for healthier refreshment options, and serve customers earlier in the day. Okay. It's an industry wave. Brands that used to be known for heavy entrees are creating lab concepts or spin-offs just for drinks and lighter items. So fewer moving parts, smaller kitchens, higher margins. good morning, midday traffic. So for buyers, that means beverage-led models are more than just side hustles. They could be the primary player. And for sellers, having a strong drink line or beverage-friendly space may make your listing more attractive.
Okay, so time for the third insight today. Morning meal traffic rising again. All right.
Mhm.
It lagged for over a year in many markets thanks to remote work and shifting schedules, to chain pressures. Remember those?
Yes.
Breakfast and morning day parts are showing real signs of recovery. People are returning to routines, commuting, grabbing breakfast or coffee on the go, or meeting early for work or errands. And that revival unlocks huge potential for concepts that can serve early, right? Coffee and juices, protein rich breakfast, wellness beverages. If your menu or your listings can highlight morning potential, you may be able to command more interest and more price from buyers who are looking at that traffic coming back. Also, think of the operational side, right? Early hours, staffing differently, having prep done, optimizing your inventory for early day part. These can drive higher margins because morning operators often involve simpler menus and fewer labor hours.
Yeah, absolutely. And the personnel you can attract for those labor hours, moms who drop off the kids and then can work that early day part, retirees who are getting up early. So lots of things. So
Mhm.
when you put it all together, here's what we know: sales are rising. Guests want value. They're leaning into healthier, drink oriented options in the morning part of the day. It's a battleground for growth.
Yeah.
Customers are showing up for these concepts, highlighting why restaurant sales continue to produce year over year growth. So, if I were advising someone buying right now, Rob, I'd say look at restaurants with beverage strength, morning day part income, and flexible menus. For sellers, highlight that you can serve breakfast to early traffic, show beverage sales, and if you can offer value tiers, call those out. Buyers are going to care about that now more than they did maybe a year ago.
You do advise buyers who are looking to buy every day.
Yes.
Exactly. They aren't trends to wait and observe, they're trends to lean into right now. So, whether you're listing or buying or operating, ask yourself, how can I adjust my menu and my hours or positioning to capture these shifts we just discussed? Because the restaurants that do this well are the ones that win, not just survive. So, with that in mind, let's move on to our top listings of the week and see which ones are already riding these trends. So, let's kick them off.
All right, and here we go. The week's top listings, three standouts. We'll kick off with a fantastic new listing, number 29596. It's a top rated Italian restaurant for sale, generating 1.25 million in annual sales. It's priced at $535,000. It's located in Colorado and represented by Allison Gregory, our franchise partner there. The restaurant has been delighting guests for years and it's primed for the next owner. Take over, make it grow. The kitchen fully equipped, the dining room beautiful, turnkey, a loyal customer base, consistent traffic. This listing offers two key things: stability and upside. The best part, the opportunity is priced to move for a restaurant doing over $1 million a year. So if you're looking for a proven concept with growth potential, get in touch quickly with Allison before this one gets scooped up.
All right, looks good. Let's switch gears to something that satisfies a sweet tooth. It's listing 29192, and it's a dessert franchise for sale listed by our broker Tamara Hamilton in Tumble, Texas. It's priced at just $75,000, and it's a great way for a buyer to step into an established brand, skip the challenges, right, of starting up from scratch. Franchises come with built-in marketing, training, and support, which means you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The store has a steady stream of loyal customers, and it's ready for hands-on owner to take it to the next level. Opportunities like this make for an excellent first business or a strong addition to a multi-unit portfolio.
That's a sweet one. And finally, we're heading to Tennessee for listing 29481. It's fully equipped in Nashville. Love that place. Priced at just $89,000. Look at some of the value
Yeah.
you can get. Fully equipped restaurants. This one listed by Taylor Clemmer. It's a fantastic deal for someone who wants to break into the industry, without spending a fortune. So you've got 1,500 square feet, full kitchen setup, monthly rent $28.75, unheard of in that market. The location is turnkey and ready for this new concept that someone's out there thinking of right now. Open the doors almost immediately. It can be a chef-driven idea, someone who wants to relocate an existing business into a low-cost space, someone transitioning from food truck or food trailer into full service. So bring on your opportunities.
Yeah. I almost thought there was a typo on the rent, but it's not.
No.
So whether you want a high volume Italian restaurant that Robin talked about, a sweet franchise opportunity, or a low entry point space in Tennessee, We Sell Restaurants has options for every buyer. You can visit WeSellRestaurants.com, search the listing numbers we discussed, 29596, 29192, and 29481, and connect with our brokers to get more details. And after these three, I think we have some great choices this week, but we need to give some seller insights right now.
All right. So this week, I want to share one of the most important insights for anyone considering selling a restaurant right now. With the market shifting quickly, there's one factor it's just almost a non-negotiable, Rob, and that's for gaining buyer interest and maximizing value.
All right, I'm all ears. What should we be, or the sellers rather, be focused on?
It's this. Lean into authentic operational readiness and transparent financial performance. And what do I mean by that? It's not enough to have a great concept or good sales. Today's buyers, they're so sophisticated and they're laser focused on knowing exactly how a restaurant makes its money, where those expenses are, how well the operations are functioning day to day. So clean books, minimal deferred maintenance, keep up with that stuff, strong staffing, modern technology. That's what separates listings that sit from the ones who are getting multiple offers.
And it matches what we're seeing for industry reports. For instance, We Sell Restaurants August 2025 data trends highlights that brand loyalty and emotional connection are more valuable than ever in the listings. The buyers are asking, what's the story behind the listing? Why do locals love it? Also, sellers who show that their restaurants have stable costs and consistent margin performance and efficient systems that Robin just talked about, they tend to see faster contracts.
Another angle, tech and reporting tools. Those are no longer optional extras. A modern POS system, up-to-date inventory tracking, real-time sales, labor dashboard. Listen, those are part of those non-negotiables. It's proof that you're not guessing on expenses, that you know where that money is going. Proof that a buyer is not stepping into surprises. That transparency builds trust. Trust builds higher valuations. And here's a perfect example. I had two sellers, comparable kitchens and locations. One kept all their financials tidy, invested in a newer POS with clean reporting. And those are dirt cheap now, not what they were years ago. Very little deferred maintenance and had worked to reduce their waste in the food costs. The other had good sales, but aging equipment, spotty maintenance, patchy financial records. Guess which one sold first? Yep, and for more. So buyers are willing to pay more because they saw less risk. They didn't have to ask a lot of questions about breakdowns, hidden repair costs, missing documentation. The seller, he got multiple offers and was able to negotiate a stronger deal.
Perfect. So for sellers out there, do this work before you list, audit your profit and loss statements, update that equipment, fix the small stuff, invest in tech, and document everything. If you show up to market with operational readiness and the financial clarity, you'll attract more serious buyers, reduce your time on the market, and likely get a better price. The top insights for sellers this week, simple. Readiness matters. The more ready your business is, from clean financials and transferable lease, the more buyers you'll attract, the faster you'll close, the higher your valuation will be. In today's market, deal readiness isn't just a nice to have, it's the competitive advantage. All right. So, Robin, what about buyers?
That was a lot of stuff, right? So just released last week, hot off the press, I wrote the second quarter restaurant insights for Biz Buy Sell. Got all their data, and there's definitely some takeaways for buyers. You know what they say about real estate? Location, location, location. Well, this quarter's findings really show some stark contrasts geographically. With certain parts of the country, there's robust price growth despite declining transactions, and others face challenges. Overall, the South, consistent strength. The Midwest and mountain regions, higher prices, but fewer deals. And the mountain region saw the greatest decline in transactions, while the Northeast and Pacific markets, and that is the entire Western seaboard, they had the greatest challenges.
Wow. So it looks like the South was the clear winner, Robin. I read that the performance bolstered by strong consumer markets in states like Texas and Florida aligns with relocation trends that we've been talking about, showing population growth in those specific areas.
Yeah, they're moving in, they're not moving out.
That's right. Florida, Texas, also ranking first and second in the United States News and World Report's best state rankings for economy. North Carolina also making it in the top 10. Restaurant transactions nationwide, and the findings very interesting, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the buyer takeaway, location, and concept flexibility, and financial readiness are all critical. They're not just chasing profits, these buyers. They weigh in where the restaurant is, how adaptable the concept is, and how quickly it can deliver cash flow, right? Even a profitable business can languish on the market if those factors aren't aligned.
You got it, Rob. The listings that move the fastest, turnkey operations in high growth Sunbelt corridors, franchise or semi-franchise models, and listings that front load clean, transparent financials. Buyers today are sharper. They not only want a track record, but a clear vision of what the restaurant can become in the right location. Those listings draw competing bids fast. So complex flexibility, it also shows up when we look at those buyers, spaces that can swing between lunch and dinner, pivot between dine-in and takeout, or require minimum rebranding or renovation. They're also getting more interest. Buyers are saying, if market conditions shift, can I adapt without blowing my budget?
Speed of proof matters, right? Our results show that restaurants with the clean, audited, or well-organized books, minimal deferred maintenance, favorable lease terms, get multiple offers more quickly. Buyers tell us if they don't see location risk, solid P&Ls, solid lease terms early on, they pass or they lowball.
I hate those situations too. No one's happy in that, the buyer or the seller.
Yeah, right? Sometimes they'd just rather wait for a ready-to-go restaurant than gamble on one that's needing work. And if the work had been done, that would have been the one.
So think about it. 2 listings in the same metro area. Listing A, it's in a rapidly expanding suburb, good visibility, low rent, healthy lunch and dinner mix, transparent financials. Listing B, farther out, excellent food, but limited visibility, less favorable lease. There are those landlords again, and disjointed books. In our experience, that buyer, they're leaning and buying listing A, because when both look good enough, it's location and readiness that tilt the decision.
Yeah, the buyers focus your time on listings that check the 3 boxes, right? The strong visitable location in a growing market, flexible concept or space you can adapt with minimal cost, and the clean financials, favorable lease arrangements. The sellers, if your listing doesn't clearly showcase those strengths, you'll likely lag. Address concept flexibility, tighten up your books, work with your broker to highlight these location attributes. Those are what the buyers are prize fighting over right now.
I love it. Okay, so now let's shift gears and talk about those restaurants that met those criteria, because now they're in the sold column. Yeah. Okay, we're going to start with a success story in Charleston, South Carolina that proves weekday operations. We talked about that flexible timing just now. Weekday operations can deliver big results. So listing 22725, represented by the Charleston team, was a cafe for sale, 6-figure owner profit priced at $285,000 only during the day. No nights, no weekends, and they had low rent that helped keep overhead costs in check. So that made it super attractive to buyers. Combination of lifestyle plus profitability. The seller had excellent books and records, making it easy for our team to show strong cash flow and get those buyers comfortable easy. So the new owner steps into a business generating 6 figures in earning with a schedule that supports work-life balance or can be expanded for more earnings. So for many buyers, that really is the dream scenario. Strong profit, predictable hours, and a smooth transition, thanks to those super good financials.
All right. How about this story? It's listing 24668, sold by Paul Rogers, fully equipped restaurant, great rent, beautiful kitchen located in Jasper, Georgia. Listing stood out because it was turnkey with everything in place, right? It had the hood system, a grease trap, refrigeration, making it easy for a buyer to walk in and open the doors quickly at under $50,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
49,000. Buyers love avoiding the long wait and expense of a build out, and this one delivered exactly that. The combination of low monthly rent, high quality equipment moved quickly. The buyer is already operating under their own new concept and generating revenue just weeks after closing. Textbook example of why fully equipped restaurant spaces sell so quickly. They save buyers time, money, and headaches. Well done, Paul.
Yes, and time is money, right? When you have a concept ready to go. So we will finish up our sold listings with listing 16700, an Italian restaurant for sale. Also offered the concept to bring your own idea with seller financing available in Fort Collins, Colorado. This was represented by Rena Buick. It attracted multiple buyers thanks to attractive financing terms, flexibility, and again, low pricing, under $60,000. The seller financing really helped expand the buyer pool, making it possible for an operator with solid experience but less upfront capital to secure the deal. So the buyer's in, beautiful space, proven Italian menu, and the option to keep building on that success in a new direction. So deals like this show how creative financing, that can be a real win-win for buyers and sellers.
Right. So whether it was a cafe with six-figure profit, a fully equipped kitchen ready for a new concept, or that restaurant with seller financing to make the numbers work, these three sold listings highlight what's working in today's market. Great reminders for sellers that the strong books and the great equipment packages and the flexible terms can all make a big difference in getting to the closing table quickly.
Okay, and so let's pivot again and talk about some more new listings. We've got a mix of health conscious concepts, a strong performing pizza franchise, and a wine bar. So we move from the most healthy to the least healthy in that.
Right.
And that's in one of Florida's hottest markets. So kick us off.
Okay, so the listing number is 29476. It's a franchise smoothie and juice bar for sale. We're going to go to Louisiana for this one.
Oh, okay. I said Florida. I'm so sorry. I meant Louisiana.
It's a great opportunity for someone who wants to ride the wave of healthy eating trends. It is represented by our broker, Sam Hopkins. This location is already established, so you don't have to start from scratch. Plus, you get the benefit of franchisor training and support, which is perfect if this is your first step into business ownership. It's priced at $200,000. The footprint is designed for efficiency, and the concept focuses on quick service, fresh, made-to-order items, which means you can operate with a lean staff and keep those labor costs in check. Mandeville, Louisiana, is known for its vibrant community and steady flow of families, professionals, and health-conscious consumers, so it's exactly the type of concept that performs well there. A great lifestyle play with a focus on daytime business hours.
Okay, so we're going to get a little less healthy and talk about listing 29004. It's a franchise pizza restaurant I have listed. 689,000 in annual sales, 86,000 in owner earnings. It stands out because with those kind of attributes, it's SBA lender qualified. That's a game changer, really, for these buyers who need financing. It's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where pizza remains one of the most recession-resistant restaurant segments. Americans love it, and it drives repeat business. I had pizza last night.
Oh.
With sales already nearing 700,000, there's a solid foundation to build upon, and a new owner can focus on growth by expanding delivery, adding catering, tightening up marketing in the area. So ideal, this one, Rob, for an operator who wants a proven concept, loyal customer base, and the benefit of franchisor support. And that's one reason why SBA lending is so attractive in this location as well. So you could be looking at a very manageable monthly payment and building equity in the business.
Sounds good. And finally, listing 29442, which is in downtown St. Petersburg, Florida, the wine bar and restaurant. The asking price, $399,000, sales of roughly $555,000. It's easy to see why this is a hot listing. It's represented by restaurant broker Don Mason. Downtown St. Pete is booming. Locals and tourists alike fill the streets every night. And this restaurant is right in the middle of all that action.
It's beautiful there.
Yeah, and this space is beautiful. It's built out with a warm, inviting atmosphere, perfect for wine lovers. It's fully equipped, which means you can take over without spending time or money on the build out. And it's flexible. You can keep it as a wine bar and restaurant. You could rebrand it to another concept.
Oh, don't take the wine away.
Right. Keep the wine no matter what you do. The location alone is a huge driver of value there, and we expect strong interest from buyers who want to capture that energy of downtown St. Pete.
Okay, so whether you're going smoothie bar, tap into the better for you market, pizza franchise, 700,000 in sales, or take over this turnkey wine bar in a booming Florida market, these 3 new listings are worth a closer look. Search our website, listings number 29476, 29004, and 29442 at WeSellRestaurants.com. We'll get you connected with the brokers who can help you take the next step. Coming up, we're going to talk about real-life wins that show how having a certified restaurant broker on your team can make a difference between a stressful process and a smooth, successful transactions. You want to take us through it?
Yeah, sure. At We Sell Restaurants, one of our core values is going beyond the transaction. Not just about closing deal, it's about making a real difference for the buyers and the sellers that we work with. These next 2 stories mean a lot to us because they show the power of persistence and professionalism and partnership. They remind us why we do what we do. So let's start in Charlotte, North Carolina, where Patty Mills worked with our brokers Justin and Zofia, and she shared this incredible feedback. Justin and Zofia really did an outstanding job helping us get our business sold. We had a few challenges getting to the closing table, but their diligence and hard work paid off for us. I would definitely use them again for buying or selling a business. And that right there says so much about who Justin and Zofia really are as brokers. They didn't stop when challenges popped up. They dug in, kept everyone focused, and got the deal across the finish line.
That's it. Exactly, Rob. And what touches me most about Patty's review is it shows how committed our team is to being there for our clients, no matter what hurdles come their way. Closing, it can be stressful. These are complex transactions, and there are always moments where the deals could go either way and fall apart. But Justin and Sophia stayed in constant communication. They solved problems. They made sure Patty didn't carry that stress alone. That's what true advocacy looks like. Now let's head down. Is that me? I want to talk about Claremont, Florida, where Renan and Chris had the pleasure of working with Mel. They said this: working with Mel was an outstanding experience. As fellow business brokers, we truly appreciate her professionalism, communication, dedication to creating a smooth transaction for all the parties involved. So it looks like she was co-brokering with them. Mel's expertise in restaurant brokerage really stands out, and her collaborative approach made the entire process seamless. We look forward to doing many more deals together in the future. Highly recommend her. I'll tell you what, Rob, it's one thing to get praise from clients, but when other professionals in the industry stop to recognize how smooth the process was, that's powerful. It tells us that Mel not only served her client well, but created a cooperative, respectful transaction. Made everyone's job easier.
Yeah, wow, that may be a first for this show.
That's
right?
it.
It's a great point, and the best brokers don't just push the paperwork, they set the tone for the whole transaction, and Mel clearly did that by being professional and communicative and committed to a win-win outcome for all the parties, right? That's the kind of collaboration that builds trust and creates lasting business relationships. So today, we want to say a big thank you to Patty and Renan and Chris for trusting us with your transactions, and to Justin, Zofia, and Mel for living out our mission so well. These are the stories that inspire us every single day, and they're proof that when you put clients first, great things will follow.
That's it. And if you'd like to join our team and be part of that, putting clients first, making great things happen, let's share a spotlight on the incredible opportunity we offer through our We Sell Restaurants franchise. So every time we meet our new candidates, I'm reminded how unique this business is. It's not just a franchise, it's a mission to help restaurant owners move on to the next chapter of their lives and help new buyers achieve the American dream, one restaurant at a time.
Right. And it's such a niche business model, right? There really isn't anything else like it. Restaurants being bought and sold every single day, whether it's retiring owners looking for an exit strategy, franchisees selling multiple units, or first time entrepreneurs stepping into ownership. But very few people have the systems and the tools and the marketing power to manage that process at scale. And that's where We Sell Restaurants comes in. Our franchise partners get to build a professional practice with all the benefits of being their own boss while leveraging the nation's largest restaurant buyer database, our proprietary BOSS technology, and a proven process for valuations, for marketing, and for getting the deals closed.
And Rob, what really excites me is the lifestyle change we hear about from our franchisees. These are, in many cases, former restaurant owners who traded 70-hour work weeks, late nights for a business with banker's hours, but still deeply tied to the restaurant world that they love. They're meeting with owners, evaluating restaurants, negotiating these deals. They're making a real difference in the lives of their restaurant owners in their community.
Sure. And it's not just the lifestyle, it's the earning potential. With our brand, franchise owners are able to generate commissions from multiple deals per year, building recurring income. Plus, they're part of a network of certified restaurant brokers, which means they get ongoing training, best practice sharing, and a community of peers cheering them on.
So, if you've ever thought about owning a business that lets you use your sales skills, keep you close to the restaurant industry, and gives you control over your time, this might be the perfect next step. Visit WeSellRestaurants.com/franchise to learn more, schedule a call with our team, and see if there's an open territory near you. Rob, I think this is one of the most rewarding opportunities we offer. We don't just change our clients' lives, we change our franchise owners' lives too.
That's very well put. All right, so one of the smartest plays a franchisor can make these days is to build a resale strategy right into that growth plan, right? Turnover happens, owners sell, they relocate, or they move on. Without a clear process, those transitions can stall growth or even lead to unit closures. But with a strong resale plan, you turn what could be a challenge into a major advantage.
Exactly. When there's a resale process in place, everyone wins. The outgoing franchisee has a smooth exit plan, the incoming owner, they can take over faster, and the brand keeps its footprint and royalty stream intact. Plus, it removes this panic from the equation. No scrambling to find a last minute buyer, or worst case scenario, seeing prime real estate go dark or transfer to a competitor. And that's the key, protecting brand value. A well-structured resale program keeps the system healthy, helps new operators get up and running quickly with locations that are already performing, and it frees the franchisor's development team to stay focused on opening new units instead of spending their time managing unexpected exits.
Sure, and a major recruiting benefit when prospects see that there's a formal resale pathway gives them the confidence that they'll have an exit strategy when that time comes. That security can make the difference between saying yes or no to signing a franchise agreement. Resales aren't just about continuity, they're about strengthening your development story.
That's it. So here's the bottom line for franchisors. A proactive resale program keeps your system performing, preserves your reputation, and fuels long-term growth. It's not a back office process. It's a brand strategy. And at We Sell Restaurants, we specialize in helping brands build resale pipelines that work, from marketing listings to vetting buyers and coordinating compliance. The result? It's a smooth transaction. It protects your units and keeps your network strong.
All right, so let's just kind of wrap that up for this week's top sales, listings, and franchise opportunities. If you're looking to buy, sell, or start a new career in restaurant brokerage, we would love to be a part of that.
Yes, those great restaurant deals, we say it again and again, they move quickly. So if something caught your eye, don't wait. Click the link in the comments or visit WeSellRestaurants.com to learn more. If you enjoyed this live, hit that thumbs up button. Share it with anyone you know looking to buy or sell a restaurant.
And don't forget to follow our page so you never miss a new listing. We'll be back next Friday with more updates. Until then, have a great weekend. And remember, our name says it all.
We sell restaurants.